How's it going, guys? Today we're taking a look at the EVH 5150 Standard and the EVH Wolfgang Special. Which is the best for you? Let's settle this debate. Just before we answer this very frequently asked question I get about the 5150 and the Wolfgangs, I just want to throw out that this video is not sponsored by Fender or EVH gear. I in fact severed my working relationship with Fender in 2021. So this is completely unbiased. I bought both guitars outright and I love them both. But in this video I'm just breaking down the differences so that you can decide which is best for yourself as a player. Alright, let's start with the Wolfgang. I'm going to keep it very brief because a lot of you will know the specs of this guitar already. This is a special from 2021, seen in chlorine burst. I got very lucky with this veneer. It's a veneer on this particular guitar. I see a lot of people fighting about it in the comments. For the Mexican models, it's a veneer. For the USA models, it's a proper maple top. You get a basswood body. You've got the maple veneer seen here, so there's no tonal change. As for that, it's wafer thin. In fact, it's probably even thinner than a wafer. An FRT1000 Floyd Rose, which is stellar, fully dive only. And you've also got the detuner, which is very handy in my case. EVH Wolfgang humbuckers, which are exquisite. They cover all eras of Van Halen very well, in my opinion. If you can do it, it will. It's also a carved top as well, which is really cool. I love that. I don't know how well I can capture that on camera. You can kind of see it there. Loads of upper fret access, thanks to a slightly sculpted heel on the back there. On the specials nowadays, you get roasted maple fingerboards, a compound radius fretboard stretching from 12 to 16 inches like you would get on any Charvel or Jackson, jumbo frets, and the neck profile is tiny. That's probably the only thing that I find a little bit annoying with a Wolfgang. It's really narrow at the end here, which is amazing if you've got small hands. That's why I always recommend the WG Standard if you've ever got kids who want to start out with smaller hands. The neck profile is perfect for that stuff. All round, it's a brilliant rock machine. And I absolutely love a Wolfgang because it doesn't suggest 80s or indeed Van Halen when you look at it. It's got a timeless factor to it, kind of like a Les Paul in a way, but it's married up with the comforts of a double cutaway guitar, i.e. a super Strat, in my experience. One other flaw in a Wolfgang, however, which does annoy me, as brilliant as Eddie was, this wasn't a good idea. You know, you've got this horn on the top here, which they bit out of the old PV headstock. It makes it an absolute ball ache to wind a G string. Has anyone ever found that problem? Might be just my experience, but that is really annoying for me. I wish that was subtly different, but anyway, that's nitpicking there. All round, they're absolutely awesome Wolfgangs. They will cover anything you pretty much want, and there's loads and loads of colour options available. As of 2023, they've released an awesome new range of guitars which have come out. I'm loving the purple one with gold hardware. If any of you guys have seen that, that guitar looks stellar. Right, I'm done with the Wolfgang. Let's move over to the 5150. I love this thing so much. The 5150 Standard in Stealth Black. I absolutely love this guitar. I don't normally play black guitars, but this was an exception. I absolutely adore it. It looks so mean. It kind of reminds me of a stealth bomber with a big red button on it. Just to take you through the specs of this guitar, in fact, I don't really need to, because up here, it's exactly the same as a Wolfgang. Same pickups, same bridge, same detuner, same everything, apart from a kill switch being added. I first got acquainted with the 5150s when they first came out in 2019, I believe. And I got a rocket red one and a blue burst one on demo. Utterly fell in love with those guitars. And the number one reason being, oddly enough, despite the sort of updated 80s look, if you like, I love the Explorer headstock actually. It far beats, in my opinion, the really impractical and a bit stupid, in my opinion, hockey stick headstock. I really love how it doesn't shout Van Halen either, which is something I look for, oddly enough, in an EVH guitar, surprisingly enough. And there he is with a Frankie on the wall. That's an exception anyway. When it comes to sound, it's no different than that of a Wolfgang. In terms of feel though, very, very different. The neck profile on this particular guitar compared to the Special, it's pretty much the same in terms of depth, but it's a lot wider from the nut onwards. And I'm not talking Ibanez wide necessarily, but more akin to if you own a Stripe series, it's very, very similar. I really, really like that. You don't get any high E drop off like you get with the Wolfgang there. I really, really love it. And also this particular guitar is very, very light. I don't know what your 5150 is like, but this one is really, really light indeed. The only flaw, and the same thing that carries over to the Wolfgang in fact, is the position of the pickup switch. Most people who are buying these guitars probably want to tap. And the inherent flaw with that is if you go in, and it's not done in the same way Eddie had his pickup switch either, up for the bridge, down for the neck, it's the normal way round. So again, that isn't the best idea in my view. I think if we were to keep truly in line with Eddie Van Halen fans here, and I hope to speak for them on this in this case, ditch the tone, move the volume up or whatever, but put the pickup switch there, and then keep the kill switch there. That would just be my opinion there, but I think that is a bit of a dumb idea to put the pickup switch there. Hopefully EVH will revise that in the future, but who knows? Now for my verdict, if I was to take one over the other, it would be the 5150, and it simply comes down to this. You get a great sound, a kill switch, and a bigger neck profile. And all round, I think a Super Strat suits my vibe a little bit better, if I say so myself. But a Wolfgang, I feel, has a bit more of a timeless look. It also is slightly easier to travel with, you could argue, if you're gigging around, because it's shorter from end to end. And if you've got smaller hands, all the better, because it's got a smaller neck profile. Either way, you're going to be a happy customer if you get one, because both of them are awesome rock instruments. It just comes down to the little things. And I'm lucky to have both, but my best recommendation would be is go to a shop and try them out. And I hope this has been an informative insight for you, for someone who's played both for a long time. Take care, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.